Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day to any dads that are out there watching right now. We got a lot of storms starting to move into the Houston area. We had a really nice start to the day, kind of as promised. You know, we talked yesterday about the fact that these would be afternoon and evening storms, and that's pretty much exactly what we're seeing right now. So notice the coastal spots are all pretty quiet. A couple downpours trying to flare up across Matagorda County and then just off of Galveston. But so far, it's been a really, really nice day down at the coast. At the moment, the storms are really in the Houston metro and then points north. We did have more development earlier. It kind of started to fall apart. But I do think it's starting to reinvigorate in a few spots. And we also did have a flood advisory. We still have a flood advisory, actually, a little farther to the north. So we'll take you up there for a closer look of what that is kind of looking like at the moment. This flood advisory here, it's right in this area. It's pretty much right where IAH is. Goes till 6:15 this evening. So this includes Aldine, Humble, Spring. This is where we've seen some really impressive rainfall totals. Check this out. Radar estimates, especially out in the Spring area, over 4 inches or roughly 4 inches in the last few hours. I did a little bit of investigating on this earlier. There you go. Just over 4 inches radar estimate. So right in Spring, you may have been seeing street flooding, street ponding, some of the feeder roads here along the connector and I-45 may be flooded as well. The National Weather Service was talking about this thunderstorm out over this area, and they were mentioning that the rainfall totals have gotten to be so much that we're kind of getting close to going from flood advisory to flash flood warning criteria. So that's how significant this storm is up there. But again, at the moment, it looks like that it's a little bit weaker. It's starting to weaken just a bit. Notice how actually it's kind of pretty much just fallen apart now. We had really heavy rain over Spring and it's kind of vanished. So we got light rain still over the area. Very, very light in nature. But the heaviest of those storms have now pushed off towards the east, out towards 59 and even beyond that, getting into Liberty County. So as we kind of zoom out and we take a look at what's going on beyond that, we have some storms that are developing here just to the south and west of the city. We've got this line, though, that's been moving in from North Texas. It's starting to weaken. Watch how it kind of comes in, and it's just kind of starting to fall apart here. But that energy that's associated with it, it's called outflow. That's going to keep moving into a really rich environment for storm development, what we're seeing here in southeast Texas. So I do think that could kind of reinvigorate some cells over Montgomery County. And then I think it's going to give us more development across Austin, Colorado counties, getting into Harris County as well. So I don't think we're done with the rain yet. In fact, I think the city of Houston will probably start to see this activity ramp up as we go through the next few hours. So let's just kind of take a trip across the board here and see what's going on. We'll get you into Washington County right now, out towards Brenham. Some really big storms coming into the area. Actually, let's stop the clock here. Current time, you can see really heavy rain just to the west of Brenham right now. So pretty much on your doorstep. Heavy thunderstorms, nothing severe at this point, but just a lot of really heavy rain. And these have been pretty slow moving so far as well. Taking you into Grimes County from Navasota to Shiro up towards Beat Eyes. Navasota, you're quiet at the moment. We got a little downpour that's developing just to your east right now, but bigger storms up towards the northern portions of Grimes County. Into Walker County, Huntsville, you've got some light rain at the moment, catching a little bit of a break here. Farther down 45, though, into Montgomery County. This is where we're seeing some bigger storms, some heavier rain, a couple flashes of lightning as well. It's really, though, getting into northeastern Harris County and Liberty County that we're seeing the most activity at the moment. Big thunderstorms here. The lightning count on this in the last 10 minutes, talking about 197, so close to 200 strikes. Excuse me, the last 15 minutes, 200 strikes right in this area here. So it's pretty impressive. Certainly seeing some pretty electrified storms with what we've been watching so far this afternoon. Farther down towards the south and west, though, like I mentioned, we are seeing more development. So we'll take you down towards the Sugarland area. Again, into the city, couple spotty downpours beginning to pop up. And then just west of the city here, in between Houston and Katy, we're seeing some downpours and thunderstorms flare up, but that's pretty much it. Down to the south, look at this. It's beautiful. A lot of sunshine out towards Galveston. Little downpour, though, popped up just to the south of Bolivar. That's going to be moving onshore here as we go through the next, probably the next 10 minutes or so. but no thunder or lightning with this, and it should miss Galveston altogether. Going a little farther to the west, out through Brazoria County, we're quiet. Matagorda County, a couple of very, very small showers here. Nothing significant, but I do think we're going to see more development here as we go through the rest of the evening. Again, as that line starts to push in, especially for our southwestern areas. So Wharton County, Fort Bend County, I think you're really going to get into some more active weather here as this line, the core of the line here, starts to push south. So we'll try to put a timer on this. Over the next, let's say, 2 hours. Yeah, there's your 2-hour mark right there. So this is pretty much in Brenham right now. Columbus by 4:45. Eagle Lake 5:15, Katy 5:30. This is again when that line catches up to you. El Campo 6 o'clock, and then Houston 6:09. But we're already starting to see some downpours and storms. Again, we're really just tracking the energy impulse that's coming in here. So not necessarily when you're going to see rain, but maybe when more widespread heavy rain and downpours start to develop across the area. So again, on a wider shot, you could see behind this line, there's not a whole lot going on. So I think once all these storms fall apart tonight, we do start to clear things out. Look at the clearing back towards central and north Texas, up towards the Metroplex. And you bet that's coming with some cooler temperatures as well. In fact, at Intercontinental, where it's been raining relentlessly, we've actually seen the temperatures drop quite a bit. It's only 75 degrees at the airport right now, a far cry from what it is in some of our sunnier spots down towards the coast. So again, one more check here on radar and what's going on. And you can see, just in for a closer look, coastal spots have been quiet so far. The city, skies are dark. You may be hearing a couple rumbles of thunder. I do think we'll see an uptick in activity here as we go through the next few minutes. And the airport delays, oh my goodness. We have seen some really big issues at Bush as this big cluster of storms. Look at this now. Intercontinental coming in with 171 minutes delays. That's up 100 minutes from when I just checked this 5 minutes ago. Hobby is not reporting any delays right now because it hasn't rained there. It's not raining there right now. So if you get a flight out of Hobby in the next hour or two, you should be fine. I think later tonight, later this evening, you might run into some issues there. DFW also clocking in with 100-minute delays, and across the rest of the U.S., nothing really significant going on. Orlando, 30-minute delays. There are some delays up in the Northeast as well, but we are the hotspot right now with those gosh, what is that? Almost 3-hour delays. That's it's unbelievable. And I know that there are flight cancellations as well. More storms on the way for Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, though, notice we go from a 70% chance to at least a 40% chance. So rain chances do start to step back. We will talk more about this in your forecast. A little bit of a tease here. Coming up on the KHOU 11 News at 5:30. And we hope to see you then.